Welcome back, everybody. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, but it's still definitely time to have some fun, and we can get caught back up here pretty soon because we're deep in the depths of the ruins of Estronach. So, my friends, this is our fourth session of the Red Star Rising campaign adventure that's titled The Coldest of Blood, designed by Gooey Cube and presented by the Greater Mulmaster Beholder Corps, where we hope your minds will be opened by wonder. And as always, playing tonight, we have Zane and
Hi.
Mark and Lee and the Mighty Trey and Chris.
Woohoo!
And I am Casey, better known as the Emissary of the Great Mother.
Yeah.
It is time to begin, so I ask you, aberrations. You want to do this?
Aye.
By the power of my puppy's eye!
The eyes have it, and so does the puppy. We have our animal companion. What would this adventure be without an animal companion? Of course, except for I didn't let you bring your animal companions into the ruins of Estronach. But maybe later on. We'll see. So, a ruined castle seems to be an appropriate place for vile creatures such as these to live, of course. But don't you feel just a bit uneasy? As if we're senselessly massacring them? Well,
Massacre is my middle name.
Rage.
Didn't they
What was
bite
that?
you, Theros?
It's he gets bit all the time. Wasn't there something about you couldn't remember what your class was, but you spend most of your time raging, so that might tip you off a little bit. Maybe.
Cleric.
Roar. Cleric.
Cleric.
Raging cleric.
Ranger.
Cleric.
He's a ranger.
A ranger.
A ranger. Yes. Because rangers can heal, right? Yes.
Yep.
All right. Previously on the Red Star Rising campaign, you guys made your way up the road to the ruins, and as you came up upon the ruins, there was this ominous, foreboding look of something sinister above the ruined ramparts of the castle, which didn't bode well. And as you made your way into the upper ruins, you seemed to encounter some strange and somewhat disgusting rat creatures that seemed somewhat humanoid, and you seem to have, after you dealt with the ones outside, found your way down into the under ruins basement of the castle of Estronach. And at that point, you decided to make haste because Mother Salvenza told you to, and so in unsportsmanlike conduct, is that the right term? No. You defied all of the rules of dungeon crawling and bypassed many doors as you headed down the hallway until eventually you came to a point to where you got completely surrounded by a lot of these creatures and ended up in a massive brawl, of which you summarily kicked all of... Doors could be overrated, yes, but when there's nasty things behind the doors, who knows? But anyhow, that's...
It was a trap. I laid a trap for them all.
It was a trap. Okay.
Yeah, the trap was us.
It was all Grora's plan. Mother said, walk to the dead end, and then they will meet you there.
So you're going to... Yeah, so you're going to stick to your story that they attacked first, right?
Always.
Right,
Oh.
yes.
We're
I
always
seem to remember
defending.
them actually
Oh.
doing that, so...
Yeah, they do
There's a-
actually pop out of the secret door and attack us.
There's a
Grora and
pile...
Han Solo attack first.
There's a massive pile of dead rat creature bodies laying on the ground covering the hallway to the south of you. I mean, doesn't that make you at least shed a tear?
No, I'm going to start picking up the bodies because whatever is down below, down the stairs, probably likes to eat these things. So maybe it might be like feeding a steak to a angry dog. I think we should take some of these bodies with us just to be, if we have to toss them down the hallway, we're not going down to get the monster to go that way. I think that's a good idea.
So
I don't want to
I'm-
touch vermin.
I think right now it doesn't make Fleegan shed a tear, but in a couple days the stink might.
Well, it wouldn't be a good Fleegan story if something didn't get smeared on him, right?
Hmm.
Just as Theros wouldn't be a good Theros story if he didn't get bit by one of these things. So, did you get bit by one?
Bit
Oh,
or
my
peed on.
I've
or
been
peed
peed on. Well, let's see. Bitten by Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Wolverines. Let's see, zombies. Yeah, I should have immunity from death at this point.
I don't know, but maybe you guys have been quite resilient with that. So
I was going to say
fighting
maybe you've got resistance to death, but not immunity.
resistance. Yeah, that could be the thing. That's probably the better statement of that. So, of course. Well, that is basically a summary as to the point of where you're at right now. You seem to find yourself in a room where the corridor has widened, and you should have on your screen what it kind of looks like. It looks like the hallway has been barricaded for some reason, and there are. Well, I'll just go ahead and give you the description of the room here. It's about 20 feet across this room that you're in. There's a couple of dead creatures in here that you guys took out. And the passage towards the north has been blockaded with thick wood and other materials. And there are 3 short bows that are set against the wall next to the barrels. You can see what appears to be arrow slits set into the sides of the corridor. And there are 2 barrels, and the first barrel contains perhaps 20 or so arrows that protrude from the barrel's top. The other barrel is covered. A small stack of wood can be seen near a metal brazier that is situated near the 2 barrels, and the brazier burns with a low flame. So, my question is, what do you all want to do?
Check out the barrel that's covered.
Yeah, and while they do that, I'll grab the arrows, because having extra arrows never hurts.
They're tiny rat man size.
They're
Like
darts. They're darts.
They're actually
Like
decent size usable arrows. They're not in the best shape, but they're certainly usable. You'll notice that about 20 or more of them seem to be covered in some sort of black substance.
Okay, can I identify what that is?
Or why don't you go ahead and give me a nature check.
Nature.
Black is a safe color. You can just lick it.
Nope, have no idea.
Oh,
Does
yeah,
anybody
good
help
point.
him look at that?
I will.
But again. Yes, you look at it first in the dim light. You're like, I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this before. And then Kimber comes up to you and he kind of taps you on the shoulder and he points at a barrel. And you see that one of the barrels is full of that nasty substance. And you look at it again. And then he taps on your other shoulder and he points at the brazier that's burning with a little fire. And then all of a sudden it occurs to you, oh, these are covered in pitch.
Pitch. Yep.
How big is this barrel? Is it like a full size, like 55-gallon drum type barrel? Or
No, it's not a 55-gallon drum. It's about the size of a keg.
a pony keg, real keg?
Yeah, real keg.
Okay.
I have many fond memories of
And there's
pig
and
boom
there's this,
handstands on them.
there's a faded inscription on the side of it that has a little symbol stamp and everything. And if you look at that inscription, Fleegan, is quite drawn to that, and it seems to, the letters, it's kind of hard, it's kind of faded, it looks like it's been here for a while and everything, and he kind of rubs on it a little bit, and he can make out the letters N-O-X.
Nice. Nice.
One day you all will get the reference to that, trust me. Alright, so we'll move on. What do you guys want to do?
Take a peek in the arrow slits and see what's on the other side.
So you go up and you kind of peek, and you actually see there's a torch on the wall on the other side that seems to be illuminating some stairs that are descending downward. And it seems as if there might be a flicker of light down below, but the stairs look like they descend maybe about 15 feet or so before they end up in some sort of passage that continues on. And I will apologize, dynamic lighting is not working currently, so I should have just revealed the area for you a little bit, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've used Fog of War, so I'm going to get used to this. All right. So yeah, that's what you see. Anything else you want to do?
What did you guys think about my suggestion in case whatever is down there is too much for us and we have to make haste to retreat? We
That's
set up
why I'm thinking about the pitch.
Yeah, kindling and pitch and the fire to throw down behind us.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
But I did see something very important there that was about Quimber asking about the luck for the Gooey rewards. We're skipping that this time?
No,
we did
the
skip it.
GM just hasn't done this for a while, so he forgot.
That's perfectly all right.
and
I've done that.
I'm not watching the chat right now because I'm doing something else.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah, so
And it's perfectly fine if we don't do it. I'm just...
Yeah, that's
oh, it's
customary.
doable. It's customary, yes. We must do that. It's Gooey Cube game. So everybody, give me a D20 roll, please. There's a natural 20, of course. Because why not?
Are my
The
dice?
guy that asked about him.
figures.
This is, I swear this dice roller is rigged. So, we keep talking about this every time. It's like, how many natural 20s and natural 1s do we roll in every single game we had? Okay, so I was running a Adventures League Epic a few weeks ago, and I was running with a group. I rolled in 4 rolls as the DM 3 natural 20s. 2 in a row, skipped 1, and then another one. I literally massacred the group. I TPK'd them.
Oh.
That's never fun for anyone.
But you know what, though? It was an epic, and epics are meant to be difficult, and they were all cool about it, and they're like, it's an epic. And actually what happened is that it's actually kind of known as being an overly tuned one, and so the epic organizer actually pulled a thing where they were able to get one of them was able to get some potion or something like that, and they got resurrected, and they barely survived, but they made it through. So, but
Nice.
I did TPK him at one time, so it was interesting, but it was just I can't tell you how many natural 20s I was seeing in that one too. So it was kind of crazy. So anyhow, I digress. Yes. So we have a Gooey reward. Timber,
Are we missing a roll?
congratulations. That natural 20 gets you a Gooey reward.
Wow. I got one last time. I feel like I am just hoarding all the Gooey rewards.
Go for
We
it.
feel
We need our
feel it
healer.
too.
We need our healer to have as many Gooey rewards as possible. Especially additional void of fumble.
Well, there you go. He rolls a natural 20 to avoid a fumble. So, hey,
That's
how much
funny.
more appropriate can that be, right?
All right. So I still have a fate I've never used, initiative boost, or what is it, advantage, and avoid a fumble.
That's probably a good idea. What Gooey rewards does everyone have? I've got temp hit points. Take inventory.
Advantage on an ability check and go for the throat, which is -3 penalty on an attack to add 5 to the damage.
So it's gonna go to Kimber. Roar already has an avoid a fumble. Look at that.
Where's that on our sheet?
If you go
It's in
to
your journal tab.
go to your journal tab and scroll down, you'll see a heading for
Yes,
Gooey rewards,
Gooey
and
rewards.
then the ones that are assigned to you will be in that folder.
Should be between items and characters.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's quite a few actually. I'm looking at it here. There's quite a few assigned.
We're storing them up for the next boss.
We have a hero point, a fate point, advantage on initiative to 2 different people, advantage on ability check to 2 different people. Sulios's youthful vitality for 1, vigilant for 1, and 2 avoid a fumble, and 1 temporary hit point, and go for the throat. Did that temporary hit point get used? Probably
No,
not.
I have not used that. I've been storing that.
Alrighty. Well, that's what y'all have. Alright. Alright, anything else? Now that we've gotten past that. Back to the adventure. So what do you guys want to do?
We should probably clear a big enough hole for us to get through, but I think we need to do it as quietly as possible because whatever's on the other side, they were afraid of.
You know, they should be afraid of just about anything and everything, but I like the idea of caution.
I think it's really important too because it's been 6 weeks that you remind us exactly what Mother Salvenza said, because I knew most of it and we were supposed to go to the second room and through the wall into the second room, but I don't know if we're in the first room for sure. So can you read that back to me?
So handout number 5 is the map too, if you want to bring that up. But go
I'm
ahead.
thinking, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm thinking that we were maybe supposed to turn to the right instead of coming here by going
Nope.
straight.
No, we gotta go down these stairs and then turn right.
Yep.
And then there's 2 rooms, and then there's a big circle. This is what you are looking for
No,
here.
it says don't go down these stairs. See
Okay.
how the
You see,
Well, I-
you see that
the
little
barricade
square
is what's
room?
throwing me off.
That
Yeah,
little
I'm thinking
square
of the
room is where
barricade.
we
That's
are.
us.
Yep, that's
Yeah, it
us.
just doesn't have the stairs there
Yep.
like it should either.
Yep.
Right, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not written there.
That is
That's
a
for
tricky point you're pointing out there, is that there's no stairs after the room, and then
And the barricade
and it looks
is
like
at the
there's a
other
barricade
end.
further down, so maybe they've had to push the barricade further back.
Yeah, maybe.
Possible.
The
So
stairs. They had to move the stairs probably because
Well, I understand they're very adept at that.
So do we need a soliloquy? Do we need to go back and have a memory moment of which you go back?
if we have the map, I'm good. That's fine.
Okay.
Just couldn't remember if it was this right or there's the next right. So we're good.
Well, just
Now go,
remember
my
2 right,
Zach.
there's a left.
Now go, my Zatis, may Kismia's blessing be upon you, and by Jinx may no tricks be played against you. Was the blessing she set upon you all. And you've obviously able to access your map, which you can see. So there we go. So I ask you again, what do you want to do?
Burn the barricade down.
No.
No. we need to make a door small enough that
we can
it does
fit
not the whole
through.
thing,
Yeah.
but I can fit through it.
Why don't you make the door then? So that way it'll fit you.
I'll
right
make the
away.
door.
And we'll just follow.
All right.
So
And what I will do is I will do it on the side with the torch.
Okay.
And I will try to put some wood up close enough to the torch such that if we need to, we can put some pitch on it and then we can burn the whole thing down.
that is definitely the B plan, is burn the whole thing down.
Yeah, that's the B plan in case we're chased out of here.
Are you slumming it
the
all
A
over
plan.
the
Why is
floor
it the
too, or
B
just the
plan?
barricade?
Isn't that
Uh,
our primary
what-
plan? Burn it all down?
No.
That was
we'll do
Gror's
it after we
primary
leave.
plan, but
Okay,
I think it'll be funnier to watch Theros crawl through a small hole, honestly,
We,
first.
we are not arsonists.
Right.
It's not like we burned a pig farm down or anything.
That's
Oh, we didn't burn everything down.
That's not your MO,
Three.
my friends.
Hey,
3 remaining duchies of the county. We haven't burned things down.
we have burned less than exists.
Yes. Okay. That's not. It's pretty low bar, but yes. Okay. What I want to do is make it such that we can put some pitch down on the floor and on the wall, and make it such that if we really need to, we can kind of like do one of these things where running past it, you can push the board or some wood into the torch and let it burn down, and it's just easy enough to do without having to like light it. If that makes sense, Casey?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Makes sense to me.
So it's an
Okay.
easy catch fire thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
Realize
a...
that for sure Fleegan is going to accidentally light it on fire while you're inside of your hole.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
Did I bring that
All
up?
right. Well, you want me to give you an engineering check?
engineering, right? Give me a survival check, please. Just to make sure you can accomplish what you're desiring to accomplish.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, you kind of lay some things up on the up on one side, and you kind of open it up a little bit, and you push it around, and you're kind of setting it up, and it kind of falls down, and doesn't. All of those boards and pieces don't kind of sit the way that you want them to, and Gore comes over, and he's like, "No, not like this, like this." And he tries to set that up, and he kind of gets in your way, and you just can't seem to figure out how to make it do what you want it to do.
How about we just put the barrel in the middle of the pile of wood, and as we run past, I can shoot it with a flaming arrow?
Fine. Do it your way. But I do want to put some of the pitch down on the floor where we're going to step over, such that we have full coverage of fire across the threshold.
How are you gonna manage to do that?
Can I pick up the barrel and try to pour it? Take a stick? I don't know. How thick is this?
Grab
stuff?
a
Yeah,
rattling.
well,
We could just
you
dip
are
a bunch
Theros,
of sticks
so
in it and spread them out.
give me an athletics check, please. Yeah, no
Rip
problem.
a rattling apart and use them for
Yeah.
paintbrush.
You're able to pick up the barrel and pour a little bit in the floor in the way that you want it to be, and set the barrel back down.
Okay.
You're a lot better at that than trying to arrange a campfire of the kindling of the boards. And
Then
things like that.
trying to figure out a trap, how to set a trap, which
Okay, so you've managed to open up the space on the left side of the barricade there for you to get through over there by that torch, and you have a pool of that on the floor, and you guys have able to move the barrel to where it needs to be, so that Kenna can summarily shoot the barrel if you want to. So in good Robin Hood style.
Yep.
So she doesn't
All right.
miss it.
Take out Graxel, and I shall step gingerly and carefully over the pitch I poured on the floor and start down the stairs, with the wagon wheel shield at the ready.
As you head down the stairs, you see the hallway head towards the north a bit, and you see what seems to be some torches up in that area, and there seems to be something shining up in the distance just beyond where you can see as you head down the stairs to a hallway. And then there's another hallway that turns to the right that has some steps that seem to descend off towards the east.
Yep,
All
we
right.
need to go east.
I'll step over to this side and signal for everyone else to come down.
I will keep my bow at the ready and let everyone else go, and I'll bring up the rear, just keeping an eye down the hall in case something comes at them.
As Theros moves forward, he's able to glance up down the hallway to the north, and it looks as if it ends in a cave-in, stones and dirt kind of fill the passage from the floor to the ceiling, and crossing the passage in front of the collapse, there are a number of silvery chains that extend from the walls. Hanging from the chains is a strangely shaped stone that is covered by glowing orange runes. I'm going to show this to you here real quick. Above the runes can be seen a symbol appearing to be that of a helm and armor, and the stone shines rather brightly, illuminating the passageway. 2 burning torches also aid in the lighting of the area there.
Yep, not going near it.
Who's lighting these torches? Are they magical? Because who's keeping these torches lit?
Do I recognize anything about the runes themselves?
Give me a religion check, please.
Religion, okay. Not what I was thinking, but okay.
Yeah. You notice that they are symbols of the god of Wardane.
Wardane. What do I know about Wardane?
Wardane is... I knew you were going to ask me that, and I should have been prepared.
Ah, I found it. Wardane the Guardian, Lord Protector.
Lord Protector, yeah.
Goodly
It was like
Knights,
on the tip of my
Cavaliers.
tongue, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we don't want to mess with it because whatever's on the other side of that is probably very bad.
Or do we want to take the stone with us to protect us?
No,
As we go
because
through
that will
this.
release whatever's on the other side.
Well, if we have the stone, we're fine.
What should I shoot you?
But they're silver chains. They're worth something.
Up. Not our lives. It is not worth our lives.
Oh, but we've got a barricade that's ready to be set on fire. We're fine.
Of course, why not?
Actually, I'm very curious as to what's behind that.
I'm not saying I'm not curious either, but I don't want to find out.
So, what is the plan?
All right. This hallway is big enough just for us to go single file, correct?
Well, let's make sure what's around the corner. I'm going to peek down there at least with the lucky longbow drawn. Maybe there's like a long hallway. Maybe it's short and turns right away. It is at the bottom of the stairs.
What about that?
What do you see down the stairs?
You look down the stairs and you can only see so far. It looks like there might be light down that direction because it feels like there's some flickering. It's just brighter up here. But it's as if, you're looking down a stairway that goes down at least 15 feet, and then you can't really see beyond that.
So it's
Other
definitely
than
long.
there's a
Make sure there's no wood rot.
no, it's stone.
Ah,
All of this is stone. Stone floor, stone stairs, stone passages.
Check it from the landing.
You want me to go first? Or you can back me up with the bow.
You can go first as soon as we have to go down the stairs. Let me just, from this flat spot where I can shoot the longbow with the bottom of it on the second stair. I don't have to dig a hole or anything. It's a lot easier.
So you're just gonna shoot an arrow down that direction?
I'm trying to see if I can see farther from the actual top of the stairs. Like, can I actually now see?
You can't. You do see that there is a glow of light down there, and you actually hear the sound of what sounds like water.
Like running water or dripping water?
It just
Is it telling
sounds.
jokes?
No, it's kind of like the sound of the water would make splashing. It's just a slight, just a slight trickle of water. and the air is somewhat more musty coming from that direction.
Well, I'll cover you, Theros.
All right.
Since you
Well,
don't
let me
shoot
go in
things
front of
far
you.
away. Yeah,
So-
definitely. Cruise on by.
Starts. Of course, it might be better if you do because you're shorter. Be easier to cover someone that's.
The problem is you can't shoot up ahead. That's the only problem.
I've got javelins.
Shoot through your legs.
As I go down the stairs.
We'll be fine.
Sure.
Have I ever missed? Honestly,
Well, that was a lucky bow, I have to admit.
sure. Yeah.
Depends on if you roll a 1. There was a time where you all kind of got yourself in a jam, but that was okay. That was okay.
Is Fleegan coming up with us?
Fleegan will probably come at some point. He may be off with the Poochie.
The puppy.
No, I don't have a good roll 20 app. I'm working on
Okay.
it. Move me up with
I'll-
everybody, please.
I'll move you up there. There we go. Okay. All right. So, Theros, do you go down the stairs?
I will continue down the stairs. 5 feet at a time.
A really big
The
stride.
stairs, they descend 15 feet or so to a large room that is filled with water. And I'm going to show that to you right now. There you go. It's a large room that's filled with water to the depth of, potentially about 3 feet or so. At least that's to your best judgment based on where the water line meets the walls. There are torches that illuminate the area with light shimmering on the surface of the water. There are barrels and stones and other debris that are seen in the water, as well as more than a few fairly large fish. To the north, just a few feet inside the room, a door can be seen. A second door is further to the east and is on the southern wall of the room. And a slight trickling of water can be heard coming from the far end of the room. The
That's where we're
air
going.
in this room is wet and musty, and you can see patches of algae and cave moss growing upon the walls.
All right, well. I guess it's time to get wet because I'm going to have to. I'm hunting a whale, guys.
The tallest one. So go check how deep the water is.
I'll step in and. What is this thing that's right in front of the stairwell, the entryway right here? What is that?
The
That
dragon.
is, yeah, no, that's it looks like it's a piece of some sort of wood apparatus or something like that. That's it's.
Can I reach you without
most of it's
touching the water?
underwater?
Can I
Can
touch
you
it?
reach?
Can I reach it without touching the water?
Yeah, you could probably reach out to it.
Can I grab it and pull it up?
You try and pull on it. It seems to be somewhat awkward because it's kind of long and seems to have more of its mass towards the far end. So you're kind of off kilter if you're trying to stand up out of the water on the ledge there.
Can I make it over to here without touching the water?
No, you'd have to step in the water.
All right. Okay. I'll take a javelin and touch the water with it to make sure it's not acidic of some sort or something or something just eats it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
put the javelin in the water, and it just makes a slight splashing sound as you pass it in, but no smoke or other nastiness emanates from the javelin itself.
All right. Very well. I'll put the javelin away and step in, completely ready to kill and maim any fish that comes up, or frog for that matter, that comes up this way.
Okay. You step into the water. It's a little chilly, but not super cold. A bit warmer than you would have expected. Thinking that step in some water here, it might be a little cold. But judging by your height, it comes up to maybe about it comes up over your knees. And it's approximately about 3 feet deep. So, somebody like Fleegan is going to be wading in it, where the rest of you are going to be anywhere from waist height. Gror probably will have to be wading in it a bit. So.
Screw that. I'm going to ride on top of Theros.
Right on top of Gror. Two of you might actually be the right height. All right, well, I'll step in, and this apparatus thing, is it something I can get a hold of, what it is?
You kind of look at it, and it looks like it is some sort of makeshift ballista or something like that. But it looks like it's pretty rotted, waterlogged, rotted down. So you can't, and there's no sort of string on it that would be used to try and shoot an arrow with, if that could be. It's been there for some time, and it's worthless basically.
And which direction was it facing whenever, at least from the best way I can, was it back up the stairs, or was it?
Yeah, back
forward?
up the stairs, yeah.
Okay. All right, I will continue on over to this torch over here.
Okay.
And what is keeping these torches going? Can I tell? Who's lighting these torches?
They're not being lit. They are a form of magical torch.
Okay.
That it's kind of an ever burning sort of thing. So it's definitely a flame, but it's a magical flame.
Okay.
You could cook things on it if you wanted to. It sheds light. It provides some warmth, and it never goes out.
All right. So there's a door here, right?
There is a door there. Yes.
I'll step in front of the door.
Don't open it. Mother Sylvenza said don't go anywhere other than where they showed on the map.
Doors.
And we
Until
don't
things come out and get
doors
you, right?
anyways.
Yeah, until we had secret doors open up and Ratman jump out.
Well, yes, but that we still didn't open anything.
So you're checking out the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the door. Is it any shape? Is it pretty well waterlogged?
The bottom of it is relatively rotted from being in the water, but the top of it not so much. It doesn't appear that there's any sort of lock or anything like that, and the door seems to open towards you. From the rot, there's a kind of an open space off the bottom, and it seems as if there might be a little bit of light coming from the other side of the door.
Ooh, this is an adventure, guys. We should be.
What about the
doing
hole at the east end that we're supposed to go into? Is there any light coming from that?
There was those statues from the picture that looked like they had lights.
There are. I think so. Hang on a second.
It's not on the map, but the picture showed.
No, there is no light coming from that area.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are just more of the torches, really, with like a little decoration or whatever.
Yeah, like some statues.
What are you looking at?
The handout 31.
Yeah,
Okay.
the room. If you actually look at the
I don't-
very far end, there's statues on either side of the arched doorway that leads to the far side that appear to have.
I don't think they were supposed to be as like dramatic as statues, but maybe like the brackets or something.
Well, there's statues there, and they have.
They're alive. They're wielding golden swords.
That's fine. Golden swords are worth something.
Kenna, what are you doing? What are you doing there, Kenna?
I'm just keeping an eye on the rest of the room and seeing if anything comes at Theros, just to help protect and defend. While, of course, scanning the area just in case there's something around or nearby me.
Okay.
All right.
Is that rock that's kind of the larger of the two closest to us that seems to be glowing. Is there any kind of unusual glow about that, really?
Or is that just the map?
That's just
Yeah.
that's just the water. That's just the map effect of the
Okay.
water.
Not
up
as
against
much,
it.
but
The light is playing kind of funny multicolored silhouettes in the water. The water kind of has, an aquamarine color to it, and it's not super clear, and it's kind of dim in here anyway and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to see down into the water a bit. So that's just water splashing up against the rock.
Fleegan, do you want me to throw you over to Kimber or to Theros, or do you want to just swim?
Well, if you hold real still, I'll get on your shoulders.
Oh, that's not in the deal.
I will
I'll throw
slowly,
you over to him if you want.
since we've got a lot of ranged coverage, including Fleegan, I will slowly make my way down the hallway and be the bait for whatever comes out.
I'm gonna go last, just mainly paying attention to the hole in the wall that we're supposed to go through. But I figure that our friends will get eaten by the doors if anything comes out of them.
So I'll just keep
correct?
walking.
Yes.
Yeah, keep walking down. What is it? What is this down here? Is that a barrel? that
That's
treasure
actually,
chest?
it looks like a box or a chest or something like that that's sitting down in the water. You just kind of see the top of it.
I will
at
keep
that
going. I will make my way slowly towards it.
Okay. As you move to about that point of the room, you actually feel a severe pain, sharp, piercing pain in your calf that's down in the water. And you're actually going to take 5 piercing damage. Ow. And I need you to make, because you got bit. Imagine that.
Modus operandi.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. All right. Yeah, that hurt.
Is it the monster from the trash compactor and the Death Star, or did we get any indication?
You haven't seen any tentacles or anything at this point, or strange little eyes popping up out of the water. But Theros, I guess you could describe what happened. You something took a chunk out of your leg.
I think R2 Fleegan should swim under the water and find it for us.
Can we get a fishing rod and put Fleegan on the end? What I will describe is, since I am prepared for something coming at us, and specifically in the water, I will let out a quickly, and then I will. It'll be sort of like you hear the rattle of a rattlesnake. You pop up about 20 feet in the air, and I will attempt to try to make myself jump from where I am out of the water onto some dry land.
Give me a acrobatics check, please. All right, you were able to jump up out of the water onto what seems to be, a pile of dirt, probably some sort of cave-in from the ceiling or something at one time that fills that area. And as you do so, you all notice kind of heading, this direction, off this direction, what looks like something swimming away quite rapidly.
I shoot it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a ranged attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Oh, disadvantage? Okay, so 11.
Okay. All right, your arrow splashes into the water and you have no idea whether it hit or not.
Can others do stuff?
Where did it swim to? You ping it?
It swam off this direction.
Okay.
You see the arrow?
That's where I'm looking, is towards the hole in the wall. Anyway, if I see a sign of it, I will let my arrow go. Not until I see it
Ready?
come out of the water. I'm not going to shoot in the water.
So what are all the rest of you doing here?
Once I land, I'm going to take a look down on my calf and see what type of bite it is.
There's a number of pierce marks on your calf. There's a little bit of blood there, but not that bad. Whatever it did, it took a pretty good... It left a pretty good number of marks, but it must not have hit anything that is massively bleeding. You're just bleeding a little bit. Plus the Constitution save.
Told you should get some good stomping boots.
Can I jump over onto this rock?
Sure, give me an acrobatics check.
I'll Sacred Flame it. I think Sacred Flame will go through water.
Yeah, Kenna, you plant your bow down or something like that, and you're the type that can do that anyway, and you just flip yourself up onto the rock. What was that, Kimber?
If I can, I'll Sacred Flame it. I was just trying to figure out if Sacred Flame was an actual flame or not. And it just seems like
It's a holy fire is what
It's
it is.
radiant damage, so yeah.
So if I think it'll penetrate the water, I'll let go one of those.
Okay, ping the map where you want it to be. Okay, roll me a d20, please.
It's a dead
Your
save
holy-
if I'm able to get it, yeah.
Yeah, your holy fire hits the water, but your intuition says that it probably didn't hit anything. You usually seem to have some sort of indication of faith that you were confident if it affected something, and it did not.
Well, hopefully it scared it even more.
All right, I'll take a look at this box and see if I can pull it out of the water.
Harder?
Okay, so you're gonna reach down and try and drag that box up onto the dirt there. Everything
Fleegan would
that.
like to hold his action in case something jumps out to bite him. He's gonna stop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fleegan, you're up on kind of a dry area in the corner there, right? Seems like it
Yes,
anyway.
but,
Yeah. Okay.
I do not discount something jumping out to grab and eat poor Fleegan.
Well,
so
like
you're
you're eaten
watching.
by a frog.
You're watching very closely, and you see that there's a few different kind of fish kind of swimming around in the water as you all stop for a little bit to see what's going on. But nothing that would make you don't see anything that would make you feel like would have had that massive of a bite on Theros's leg. So, all right. So you take a look at that barrel or that crate there. Whatever was in it, you kind of pull on it, and it kind of breaks apart a little bit because it's pretty rotted out from sitting in the water for so long. And whatever was in it is probably long since decomposed or rotted away because there just seems to be, mud and some sort of sludge kind of in the bottom of what's left of the box. As you try and pull it up, it kind of breaks into pieces, and now it's more just pieces of flotsam floating around in the water at this point.
All right. I'll make my way over here, staying on the dirt, and then try and see if I can get myself onto this rock.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. You can kind of just step from the dirt over onto the rock.
Okay.
While
And then
he's
we got
climbing
what-
there, I checked the hallway one last time too.
Just up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
Did
At the end.
you go down to the end of the hallway there? Or no?
Just to make sure we're not being followed or nothing else is.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah, you do. You look up and down the hallway there, and it doesn't seem to be or that you see anything that's following you. Nothing is follow us. All right. What else, guys? And lady. Hello, lady.
All right.
Well, I'm going to jump
So-
down onto the dirt where Theros was, just, so people can follow my path if they want to.
Have you guys watched the game show The Floor is Lava?
Yes.
That's what we're playing.
Fleeing to get to that point down onto the rock, you'd have to go through the water from there. Just so you know.
How about Fleegan? Can you climb along the wall and stay out of the water?
You mean I can't jump on top of this barrel?
You can get up on top of that barrel, sure, but then you got
10
you
feet.
got yeah, about 8 to 10 feet or something from there to the rock.
Do the barrels float?
No. Barrel must have been really well made, because it doesn't seem to be as rotted, or it just hasn't been down in the water. It's not as much down in the water, but there's a little bit at the bottom of it is.
Why don't you climb along the wall? Can you climb on the wall outside the water?
The
I'm
little
waiting for
spider
this thing to eat
fleeking?
you first, so it's full. So I can just swim my way through.
We could form a line of weapons and start at one end to move to the other, or by stabbing forward.
I would like to pick up
We're almost
a
there.
piece of debris, aka a piece of wood or a rock, and throw it into the water.
Ping the map where you want to throw it. So you pick up a thing and it bloop, and it splashes into the water. Nothing of note seems to happen from that.
Casey, can I see dry land over here?
It looks as if there is a step up at that point, yes.
All right.
Is this a hole?
Yeah, it's kind of a drain.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll say that, yeah, you think there's a hole or something over there because there's a little bit of a tiny whirlpool or something
Okay.
in that area.
Okay. I am going to jump as far as I can into this direction here. Land in the water and then move as quickly as I can up to that step and up here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics check, please. Okay.
I was hoping that was the second roll that showed on my screen.
There's fall down, go boom.
There's a slippery rock.
So that was going to take 2 rolls, but it only took 1 to abjectively fail with a natural 1 for those.
Listening, yes.
Yes. So you jump out. I'll move your token. You jump out to about here. There must be some slick moss or something underneath the water on the floor at that point. And you actually fall down into the water, and you're laying in the water, basically underwater, as it comes up over the top of you. Very shortly after you go into the water, a very large fish, like, with the mouth bigger than your head, you see open up with giant razor-sharp teeth in rows coming to clamp down on you.
Do I see that?
Fish.
You see something moving towards him, yes, in the water.
Okay, well, I will go ahead.
Very quickly. Very, very quickly.
I will use my ring and cast magic missile on whatever it is.
Aha!
A second here. But it's going to attempt to take a bite out of Theros, and Theros saw it coming, even though he was laying underwater on the ground, and is able to quickly get out of the way. And then it gets nailed with how much damage from the magic missile?
Oh, let's see. It takes all
Succeeded
3
me,
of them
Mr.
because
Wall.
I only have the 1 target, so
Nice.
12 points.
12 points of damage. All right, so as it comes at you, Theros, with the big gaping maw, kind of the sight of your nightmares in a sense. Yeah, you're like, oh crap! You go to roll out of the way, and as you do so, Kenna is at the ready. It's just the 3 pew pew pews, just bang bang bang, and it splashes across the water, and it just kind of all of a sudden turns belly up and starts floating very slowly away as his magic missile blasted it to oblivion at that point. You'll see
Towards
that
the
this
brain, I assume.
it's just kind of floating. Yeah, maybe kind of a bit towards the drain. You'll
I'll
see
grab
that
the tail.
it's at least 4 feet from nose to tail, and it's probably another 2.5 to 3 feet wide.
Damn.
I'll grab the tail. It's dinner.
I don't think we want to eat anything that lives in this room.
We don't know. It might be bring it back to Mother Savenza, and she says it's okay. I'm eating it.
About the biggest fish you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, probably throw it over here on the island and we'll pick it up on our way out.
Exactly. Yep. Go and throw it there.
Right. Just a moment here.
While he does that, I'm going to jump up onto this rock.
Nightwater gar.
Ooh, gar nasty.
Okay, so you throw the nasty, slimy, dead fish up onto the rock there.
Yep.
Does Kember want to come this same south way? I'll wait and let him pass me if he wants. Do you want to try to the north wall? What are you planning?
I had no plans. I was just waiting to see if anybody needed magic or any help of any kind. So I'll start moving.
Still keep an eye out there, maybe more than one.
I almost sent a random fairy fire out to see if I can pick anything up.
All right, so what are the guys in the back doing here? I got Theros trying to pull himself up out of the water. Kinda got the fish out of the water and put it on the dry land. What are you guys doing?
I hope there can't be too many of those huge fish in here.
I don't think so. Not a big enough room.
Still, I wouldn't mind a taxi, but outside that,
Ask the fish.
is the jump on the fish on the
Yep.
way over. Yeah.
Alright.
Are the walls?
I'll be your
Scalable?
taxi.
The walls have kind of moss and other things growing on them, and they're kind of slick.
It'd be
So,
hard.
with it being a vertical wall and it being kind of slick and everything, it would probably be darn near impossible. I mean, you could certainly try.
I'm gonna go full defensive with my shield while Fleegan crawls on my shoulders, and he's the range and I'm the blocker.
You're my
Oh.
hero.
Kimber, go ahead and make a athletics check, and Fleegan make a acrobatics check.
This doesn't seem safe.
Okay, Kimber is able to hoist Fleegan up on his shoulders.
Oh, it worked.
and Fleegan's able to sit up on his shoulders and still be at the ready to shoot things. So yeah, you're able to move around that way through the room fairly
Who
secure.
runs Bartertown?
All right. So what's the plan?
Come forward. To that rock or to the fish.
Tell me yourself.
Well, I'm on Timber, so if Kimber wants to move forward, I'm perfectly happy to go with him.
Oh yeah,
Spur him.
I'm moving
A
forward.
kick.
Okay.
Tell him giddy up.
Okay. You can move about half your speed, so it's a little slow going, but you're able to move forward. And go ahead and move yourself to where you want to be on the map. That'd be about 15 feet.
I'm trying to go
Close to the rock, yeah.
north of the rock, but it keeps popping me back to the rock.
There.
Okay.
All right. We'll put Fleegan over here with you. Okay. All right. Nothing seems to come and bite you. You get to that point. Gror, are you gonna move, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna move past the barrel or over the barrel and along to as far as I can.
Okay.
Is there any more dry land after the barrel on that side? I don't think so.
Up where the fish is laying, there's dry land right over here. So.
Okay. But between barrel and fish is water.
Yeah, you'd have to kind of wade through that.
Okay, we'll do so.
You want to do that? Okay, yeah, you're able to kind of wade through it. Nothing comes and eats you as you do. And you're able to kind of make it up onto that little dry area.
It better
At that
not.
point, as your boots are now full of water and your pants are soggy and the bottom of your shirt
Darn
and
it.
all up to your chest is kind of wet, and your beard, the end of your beard is kind of soaked at this point.
My beard is not that long.
Your beard is not that long. Okay.
You have beard wax. It's water repellent.
Plus, my boots are really oiled, Casey. I think you forgot that. You wrote that on my character sheet. Well-oiled boots.
Well, yes, but they did fill up with water because
Yep.
they're under the water. So
That
And
oil
they're
is
now-
going to hold the water in.
yes, exactly.
They're all the way up to the top of my thighs. I wear stripper boots.
Yes, but the water comes up to your chest.
Chest.
They're shaped like ships, so you could float across.
Yes. My chest is hanging down to my thighs.
Yes.
So.
you have a beer belly. Why don't you? Why not? Of course, there's the gut.
It's a power
big old
keg.
mood. Yes, it's a power keg.
One
of course.
pack.
Okay. All right.
Hole in
So
the wall that's north of Kenna. Is that where most of the water is coming in?
that seems as if that's where the water's coming in. Yes. As there's a fairly large crack in the wall that the water's pouring into the room from.
Can you see fish like over in that area more, or can you not really see?
You see
That's the right
general
area.
fish just kind of swimming about.
Okay.
I will go ahead and make my way to the step and get into that doorway. Look down that hallway.
Okay. Right. Yeah, you're able to work your way over to that point with no issues at this time, and we're able to see the hallway doesn't seem to go, but about 10 feet or so with stairs ascending. So there's some stairs going up, and seems to open up into a larger room that is not illuminated at this point.
I'll come
Okay.
up behind him.
Can I get one of the torches off the wall?
That's for the hidden items, right?
As you go and try and pull a torch off the wall, it seems to resist. It's not sitting in any sort of sconce or anything. It seems to be somewhat bolted to the wall.
Okay. Can't just throw a torch up there then. All right. Well, I can see just fine.
I've got dark vision.
All right, we ready to go up, guys?
Yeah, I'm keep moving forward.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Slowly step forward. Waiting for backup.
Or
Back
stomps the fish
No, that's dinner.
repeatedly and kicks it back into the water on his way past.
All right.
Jerk.
Somebody doesn't like
Can't eat
seafood.
fish like that.
So
They live in caves.
the stairs ascend to a large, long room with a rather high ceiling. In looking about the area, you get the feeling that this place was at one time rather well appointed. The stonework appears to have been more well crafted here than in other areas of the dungeon, with tight lines between the stones. There's artistic details that can be seen more than a few places upon the walls and the ceiling. There are doors. There are doors on both the north and south walls. The nearest portal to you, however, is in the northwest, and is a series of bars that seem to shimmer in the dimness. Further inspection of the area is impossible, however, as a number of strange-looking... Did it go away? Don't go away.
Yikes.
Didn't see that.
As a number of strange-looking twisted humanoids attack you from the shadows and the doorways. Roll some initiative for me, friends.
You know, I've been bitten by everything else. I might as well be bitten by these
yep.
things.
Damn doors biting us again.
Twice bitten, 5 times shot. What the heck?
Oh!
I told you.
Really?
I told you the dice roller was broken on this thing.
Okay, that's not right.
I hope you're not on my shoulders right now.
You're supposed to be rolling cleric initiative.
I was when we started this game. Oh, I see. I got the advantage on initiative, so now I'm never gonna have to use it.
Right. Well, at least I'm plugging the hole that these creatures are going to come tack me on, one at a time.
Can Gooey rewards be used on a fellow party member?
If they indicate so.
Yeah. It's alright. It's alright. I've been bitten before by things like this. Wow, that's a lot of them.
Hey, Casey, I have a question.
Stay in the narrow passageway.
I know
and keep killing them as they get to you.
some people, some GMs say yes, some say no. Is initiative an ability check? Because it uses Dex as a modifier.
I'll treat it as an ability check. Initiative is initiative.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Okay, so let's see what we get here. Why? Really? Hang on just a second.
We locked up?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Cam.
Wait, just a second here. This... Don't mind me, I just need to fix something.
I may have gotten the wrong Gooey reward last session. It says I got a hero point instead of a advantage on initiative.
Do I need to change that?
Well, I mean, I'll take the hero point. Yeah, to be fair, probably.
So you didn't get a hero point, you got advantage on initiative, are you sure?
That's what I put in my Word document.
Right, well we will take this away. I see Mark. So that goes away. An advantage on initiative goes to Kimber. There we go. Alright, that's changed. Okay. Alright. Initiative now. Now that we got that all worked out, it's gonna come over here. Alright. So yeah, well they didn't roll very well, so alright. Boom.
It's not like the two people that are plugging the hallway are rolled very well either.
So Theros, describe how you react to these nasty things bearing down upon you.
Apparently with absolute and complete surprise. Like, why would I expect to see something like this down in a dungeon? I mean, I expect to find, this is like Carnival. It should be light and happy and everything else. So
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. So, Kimber, you see Theros go up the stairs, and you see him stiffen, and so you know something's wrong. What are you doing?
And I can't see what's wrong, and do I still have a fleegan on my shoulders?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, this ain't good. Let me look at my spell, see if I can cast Shield of Faith on Theros. It's verbal, somatic, and material. Small parchment with bit of holy text. Am I able to balance Fleegan and get that Shield of Faith on Theros? Maybe not.
Sure.
Okay. Well, since I can't do anything but protect, I am going to protect Theros with a Shield of Faith. That
Either
is-
link that or describe to him what that does for him.
There it is. +2 to your AC.
Nice.
Shimmering field appears and surrounds you. And try to help get Fleegan off.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I won't be able to do another concentration spell.
That's a long time. 10 minutes.
Shield, 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 shield.
All right. Okay, so your armor class now is 20.
I'll take it. You only. All right.
Changed
Logged
it.
You logged it.
Change. All right. Okay. Yeah, you could probably find a little space you could set Fleegan down if you want to, as a
Yeah.
bonus action there.
Cool.
All right.
Not in the hole.
You feel like something's going on, but you're not quite sure. What do you want to do about it? Groar.
Make sure nobody's still coming behind us. And if anything climbs over, at least onto where I'll shoot it. I don't think there'll be anything to do that.
Okay. Alrighty. Fleegan.
I will wait for the traffic jam to get cleared up.
Well, there's these nasty things kind of lumber up towards Theros. And move to in a position to try and get at him, but it's
actually
not
pretty.
so wide of a passageway, so
It's probably a good thing I got such a low initiative. Otherwise, I would have ran in.
and this one right here is going to basically reach back and try and punch you. And he bounces off of your shield for no damage. And a magical blast is actually going to come from a couple of others. Neither one of which is able to hit you. They're not a very good shot, apparently. So, and the others are just kind of queued up behind them. So we move on to Kenna. Kenna, you're at a position where you can see past Theros at this thing that's coming up into view, trying to beat on him, and it misses. What do you do?
Theros down.
Can I react?
Yeah, yeah, you can take a reaction at duck.
All right.
I will step forward since he's prone in the space, and I will cast Burning Hands on this one, and then it'd be.
Well, let me
these.
put.
Yeah,
Let me
there
put
we
it
go.
out there. I kind of felt like that was coming. I should have been ready for that. Come on.
Basically standing in the same space as Theros at the time.
Let's do this. Let's grab you back just a hair.
Cool.
And then to this. So basically that.
Yep.
Right?
All but the last one.
All right,
all the fire.
all the fire. So that's a dexterity saving throw.
I believe so. Let me double check. Oh, that didn't say. Burning Hands info. Dexterity save, correct.
First one fails. We're just going to kind of go left to right, top to bottom.
Mhm.
Next one. Fail. 14. Pass, or 14 is your spell
14,
save DC.
yep.
Okay, pass. Natural 20. Two
Oh,
natural 20s in a row, back to back.
Great.
Right there. There's another that. So that's so we need a total of 7. So I've done 4 so far. Fail, fail, fail. Okay. All right. So 7 damage or 4 damage, right?
Yep.
All right. So let me get that out of the way.
And then if I can, I'll go ahead and step back.
Can. All right. Okay. So Kenna comes up there and unleashes some fire right over the top of Theros's head, and a little bit of his mullet singes from all of that. And hey.
Yeah, it looks better anyway.
So Theros.
We're going bloodshot eyes. We're going to rage.
Rage!
And we're going to proceed to hack and slash Graxel from front to back as much as we can. So, first one, we're going to go here.
It's good because that's about the only thing you do
Yep.
is move up into him.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, damn.
and that's a miss.
If you have... Oh, well, you...
2 misses, actually.
Miss?
Yep.
No, miss again. No, you
Yep.
missed.
No.
Yep. So the burning fire of hands over the top of your head distracted you as you try and stand back up with the. It's been 6 weeks. I mean, we're a little rusty,
Yeah.
right?
A little rusty.
Yeah.
6 weeks of
Yeah.
standing in that other room made us a little bit rusty.
Yeah, Kimber, you saw Kenna step up there and fire a lot of flame into the face of some things that must be nasty. So there's a nastiness up there. Of course, you probably know what's going on anyway. So what are you doing, Kimber?
That would be a good thing to do if I could get up there and... Do we have range on Burning Hands?
No, it's 15-foot cone from you.
Dang, from me? Okay, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Unless you can throw your hands and retract them.
Go, gadget. Burning hand.
Could that be a relic?
A stretchy Caster.
Try and modify Fleegan's fumbler bumbler gun thing that lasted all of one shot. Right.
The humble blunder.
Humble blunder.
Still
Yes.
miss it.
Kimber, what are you doing?
I still can't see a creature in front of Theros.
Oh, there's too much in the way. Yeah, you got a stairway, and it's at the top of the stairs, and Theros is filling up the hall. No.
Guess we're gonna need to. I hate to retreat back to the water room in case there's more of the fish, but we have to do that. I guess I will hold my action.
For what? What's the trigger?
To see a monster so I can Sacred Flame it or something.
So you'll hold your action until you see a monster. Okay.
To cast a spell. Got it. Cool.
All right, Gror.
So, have I noticed anything coming from behind us or anything yet?
No. Oh, you've done a very good job just kind of keeping watch, and there doesn't seem to be anything, and you've been kind of watching around the room too, and you're not seeing any rather large fish that might eat you swimming around either. Just a number of decent-sized fish swimming around that wouldn't bite probably.
Do they look healthy at all?
Yeah, they do actually.
Start collecting dinner.
Uh,
Yeah, we have a whole troop to feed here.
I'll kind of keep my, arrow knocked and waiting for opportunity. I'm not going to shoot Fleegan yet or anything. I'll just, remain on rear guard.
That's a very specific thing you're not going to do.
Yet.
Yet.
Fleegan, what is Fleegan going to do then?
He will hold his action until at such time a monster comes in range, and he will stab it
Okay.
twice.
All right. Well, it's their turn, so this first one's going to try and beat Theros upside the head again. And know that extra amount of Shield of Faith seems to protect him enough to where he doesn't take damage from that. But there's going to be some other blasts of arcane energy coming at him. One's going to hit you, Theros, for 2 force damage. Other one is going to bounce off of your Shield of Faith. And the last one is not going to even come close.
So there's 4 of them. They're throwing.
There's one right in front of you that's beating you, and the
Trying to
other
beat me
3
up.
behind him
Okay.
are throwing some sort of magical energy at you.
Okay.
All right, Kenna, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I can see this one, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and pull my bow back out and fire at it. Try to make a spot for Theros to move up into.
Or back out.
That is going to be partial cover on that, so
Okie doke.
so go ahead and make an attack roll to see if it hits or not. That's going to hit. You found the sweet spot.
Right under Theros' right arm.
Oh, so yeah, it hits it and it kind of stumbles just a little bit, but it doesn't go down. Anything else?
I do not have a bonus action to do it this time.
Any movement or anything?
Theros, are you going to fall back?
Probably press on.
Okay, then no, I'll stay here.
Yeah, and I'm doing that because he's enraged at this point.
Berserk,
So
yeah.
he's going to go forward.
Yep. Makes sense.
Otherwise, yes, I would back down. But
He's the cork at the lid of the bottle of monster wine right there, and it's his turn. So
all right, let's kill things.
I am
Yeah.
trying
Right.
to help him polish it off.
All right. You're able to take Graxel and take off one of it, and the one right in front of you, take its head off. So it goes down.
Because, yeah.
All right. Then I'll step into it. Step up to the spot, and then we can start getting people throwing stuff behind me until I can get into the room.
Okay. All right. So, Fleegan, if you're looking around the corner, you should be able. No, you can't because of where Theros is. He's still kind of stopped up the cork, or the bottle there. So.
But you do have
No.
a space right here you could move into.
Could you move past Kenna and up the stairs? Then double.
Fleegan can.
double
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fleegan
Fleegan.
could.
Yeah, except it's not my turn.
Nope.
And
Well,
that's
you're holding.
what I
Yeah,
rolled.
you were holding your action. I'll let you take a movement at this point
Cool. I didn't do
to
that.
just slip into there. And all right, Gror, do you want to do any movement or anything before the round is over?
Is there still time to shoot Fleegan? Or is it too late?
You can take a shot at.
Yeah.
You can take a shot at him if you want to, but you might hit Kenna.
Bad
I
idea.
don't really want to shoot Kenna. I mean, she's already had so many bad shots that she's missed. It would just be unfair. So I'll just continue to defend our rear.
I've already been hit by at least 2 of you.
Well, I think Kenneth sent a text message on that one.
So Gror is doing the proverbial cover his ass. Cover your ass. All right.
Or
All right. Kimber.
Push him forward. No.
Get your white gloves on and start pushing people.
Yeah, just start pushing you. Yeah. I need to pass my shield up so we can do that more safely. There's not too much to do from here right now, so I held my action, but then I go at the beginning of the next round, holding my action again.
And it's until you can see something to attack, correct? And then you will attack it.
Yeah, I guess I need to say what I'm holding it
yeah.
for.
Yeah, what your action is.
So yeah, the Sacred Flame's ready to hit something.
All right, so Gror.
God, that was fast.
I know. Well, we had come back around to the end of the round.
I'm starting to contemplate what kind of snacks I have back here.
Yeah, he knows Gror, or he knows Theros will go in there and take them all out. I mean, he's done it before, so.
Right. Do I have fish sauce? I mean,
Do you have fish sauce? Being as your mom is one of the cooks, you very well might have a little bit of fish sauce.
but I didn't bring it, I'm sure.
He's got 3 packets of that and a plum sauce.
Roll a D100, please.
I get like an 86 or 87, I have it. Is that what?
Yeah, I have a number in mind. Let's see.
That's 36.
No, you were thinking about a fish sandwich, but then you realized that it doesn't go very well without fish sauce. So your mama makes this concoction that's somewhat of the consistency of tartar sauce. That you kind of slather on a couple pieces of bread, and that would be good, but you don't really have that either. So you think, and you're not real partial to raw fish, so.
No.
While it sounds good, you're just kind of looking around, and you don't see anybody coming to attack you from behind either. So if you're
We're not
wanting to
attacking Kimber either. I'm making sure he's safe.
yeah, he's pretty good shape. So
Okay.
you're just
Yeah.
kind of keeping watch. Okay.
I think so.
Tartar with a hint of horseradish. That's not a bad idea. Sounds pretty good. All right, Fleegan, what are you doing? You have the
Because of
ability
my
to slip.
small,
You could slip
Yeah.
by Theros, yes.
to slide in there
Okay.
and stab this one. Maybe if I can remember how this works.
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna stab. For how much damage? Squeesh. 5
Sneak
piercing
attack.
plus sneak attack.
Nice.
Wow, you hit the sweet spot on that one and put it out of its misery. Miserableness
Inspiration.
of life, yes.
The offhand will go for the one in front of Theros.
That's going to hit as well. To do 4 damage. Okay.
Is this Halo or something? And these are, the Flood or something?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's their turn. So, the one in front of Theros is going to attack him, and actually the one adjacent to him is going to attack him as well. So, first one actually is able to just punch through that shield of faith and get right on through and does 6 bludgeoning damage to you,
Ouch.
Theros.
Bludgeoning damage, huh?
Yes.
Ooh,
Good.
rage-
That's 3
raging.
damage.
Yep.
I'm raging.
It might leave a bruise.
All right. The other one is not going to be able to hit you, but it tries. And then there is this one's going to move up and go after Fleegan. Ooh, yes, Fleegan, you're going to get punched for 4 bludgeoning damage.
So I have the armor of blunt resistance.
Okay.
Nice.
So that makes it half, right?
Yep. So you take 2 bludgeoning damage as it miraculously seems to bounce off of your armor, but the force of it still kind of knocks you back against the wall, and you take a little bit of damage from that. All right. Well,
I
this
will have
one,
to kill him for that.
this one's going to throw a little magical blast at you and roll a natural 20 for 6 force damage on Fleegan. This one right here is going to do its little magical blast against Theros and miss. And this one down here is going to do a little magical blast against Theros and bounce off of the shield of faith protection.
These things are getting way too close. They've got to have one heck of an attack. Or you're rolling really good.
I'm rolling really high.
I was gonna say, or he's rolling rocks.
All right, Kenna.
Can everybody see what he's rolling, or anybody see what?
No.
No, I
No.
I'm not. I don't have them shown.
Okay. I thought that was the case, but
No.
Kipper yelled natural 20 and it threw me off.
Yeah, because I said natural 20.
Can you misstep Kenna and get up there?
I'm going to step to there. Then I am going to use, as suggested, my Misty Step to there.
Nice.
I pull one blade and then use my illusory blade ability from my Dervish Spell Dancer, which creates a magical short sword in my offhand.
She's doing all the Kenna things.
It's a Kenna fight.
Yes. And then I'm going to start on this one with a with my short sword.
Piercing. Okay.
Still up.
Yep.
Then I will hit it with the illusory blade.
That is going to hit for 8 piercing.
Yep.
But
Oh,
it does not take it
nice.
down.
Nice.
Okay.
That was a nice-
All right.
Right. All right. Raging man. What are you doing?
Next one in line is going down.
That is a hit.
Well,
6 slashing damage.
not rolling 1 anymore, but I'm not rolling much higher.
All right. It looks severely damaged, but it doesn't go down.
Now, on a
So-
held action, I can't move forward, can I?
You could have movement at this point. Yes, and at this point, yeah, you could move up there. Theros is kind of blocking your ability to see beyond him from where you're at. So
Okay.
I'll let you move, but not attack.
Okay. Well, I don't want to move all the way up. I would rather have Gror up there.
So do you tell Gror to move on up in front of you?
Say, hey, Gror, I don't know what's going on up there, but they probably need you.
Is Gror going to move up there?
I will do so, but you'll have to watch the back. So if I run into there, can I do the little, like nudge Theros over so he steps on Fleegan and then I sneak to the other side?
Can are dwarves small enough? Or just
They're
gnomes?
medium. They're medium-sized creatures.
Okay, yeah, you cannot slip past Theros, unfortunately. You try and nudge him, but he is in a bloodshot rage at this point and is unresponsive to
You're too
your
wide.
nudging.
Can he shoot
So
past him right there?
It's that power keg. You just can't get past him.
Well, then I will have to shoot arrows through his legs.
Okay.
And the beer gut, didn't you
Is
say
there
you
a
had
shot
beer gut?
already, or do I wait?
You're not going to get a shot right now. No.
Okay.
You'd have to. He's a little too big for you to get a shot past him at this point.
Oh no, I
So,
said through his legs.
Yeah, well, even through his legs. So based on what I did with Kimber, you can move to that point because of the held action, but you're not going to be able to take an attack this round. Next round, you could set up a shot and take a shot. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Kimber, now you got Gror in front of you.
I'm supposed to be keeping an eye behind us, so is there any
Yeah.
like loose stone or anything like that lying next to me I can just pick up?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up a stone, cast light on it, and toss it in the water in front of me to help the shadows.
Works. So
Isn't that
Kimber's.
is that a concentration spell? Light?
No, it's a cantrip.
Okay.
All done. All right, Gror. Now you can set up a shot.
All right.
You can
so
probably shoot this one. Well, I guess you could shoot between his legs. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you got
Trying to avoid his-
that, but you have that longbow.
right, and it's lucky.
Yeah, but I'm trying to decide if you can actually get between his legs with that longbow because it's almost as tall as you are. Remember, because you stick it in the ground and then you pull back and shoot it.
But I put it sideways.
But you put it sideways. Okay.
To shoot through his legs, I put it across the hallway.
That sounds dangerous, but let's if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
We'll see
No
if we
one.
poke the bear, as it were.
No
Well,
ones.
try and-
No ones.
Try not to hit the loincloth.
Yeah.
Especially not that area.
We'll just go right through there and hit a zombie, whatever hell that thing is, like his patella,
Theros didn't really want to have
I mean, it
kids
helps,
anyways, right?
So these, yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll. These things have, well, it's a lucky longbow, right? Maybe we'll
They
get
said
lucky
when they
with it.
handed it to me.
Yes. These things have an interesting name. They're a I can't even say it.
I
Sisted.
think you have like my archery added to it and everything.
Oh, that's a natural 20. There's your lucky
Nice.
shot, right?
Because I'm the greatest archer in all of Carnival. We already know that. No big deal. Shh, it's okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Remember the time I shot through Theros' legs and he was raging?
Yes.
Hit that 20, severed that zombie's
For
leg,
14 damage.
That just goes.
Damn.
pinned his leg to the back wall.
Tell me, can you describe to me in fantastic form how that natural 20 just does this amazing shot that takes out two of these in one shot? Because the two in line get hit with your natural 20 there. I'm not going to have you roll on the attack. I'm gonna say that this one right here and this one right here both get taken out. Just tell me how.
So once Gror knows that Kimber's not looking, moves like with a secret dwarven dance move and drops into a split, the bow sideways across the hall. I release the shot with an underhand in the arrow, side, and it flies just enough to lift his loincloth up. Like if he had stood on a steel grate and he was Marilyn Monroe kind of, He goes, and at the same time, the undead creature is stepping forward. It hits him in his kneecap and locks his knee, forcing his rotted flesh to release his entire hip socket and launch his leg back. Probably, I would think, against the wall.
Well, it launches his leg back into the guy into the
Behind
one
him.
behind him, which nails it so hard that it takes it down as well. And I'm glad that you said that, because I was trying to figure out if the arrow actually passed through both of them, and then Kenna had to make some sort of dexterity saving throw to make sure she didn't get hit by such a masterful shot. But because you killed the one and blew it into the other
Nice.
one, that's how that works. So there you go, spectacular.
As Ken is standing there covered in gore going, what the hell?
It just blew up in front of me.
Did that come out of his loincloth?
Ken is probably saying, not again.
No one will ever know, because it was a secret dwarven dance move. They'll just think it came from Theros' loincloth.
I
Well,
like
no,
the arrows,
Gror
but,
was trying. Gror was trying to pull a Kenna move right there. I mean, there you go. She should be impressed by that, although she couldn't see it because it was behind.
She'll never know.
All she saw was this arrow coming from Theros' loincloth. It's like, I know he's raging, but come on, buddy. Sun's going down, man. Sun's going down.
Sun's going down, big guy. I like you, Theros, but
Why don't you point your gun somewhere else, Gary? Oh, spectacular! Okay, you got at least inspiration for that, Gror, if you don't have it already.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did not.
Okay. Fleekin, you're up. Outstanding.
Impressive, young Padawan. I will stab this one twice or once, and we'll see if it needs to be stabbed again.
Stab it. I'll stab
I
it
think
once, and then I shall stab it a second time.
go away, or I shall stab you a second time.
I had a
You
feeling he was going to go with the stab and then the stab. I was pretty sure.
You shall stab it once.
Get your sneak
and hit
attack
it for
in there.
5 damage, and then sneak attack to see if you need to stab it a second time. Oh yes, you must stab it a second time because it's not dead yet. You silly English idiot. All right.
By chance, it doesn't have... Oh, I've been using the wrong dagger. Bad, Mark. I have the serrated dagger.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Nice.
Yeah, that one's nasty. How much damage on that? Well, you kill it. Only had 1 hit point left. All right. Squish, stab, 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 stab. Is it bleeding? Well, yeah. Well, not really.
No, it didn't have
Stab
blood.
it.
Is it more oozing than bleeding?
It's more oozing than bleeding because, yeah. So, I guess I could safe to say these aren't undead. They look undead, but they're not undead. They're weird.
They're cursed.
Not sure what they were.
So you're saying they
Alright.
are dead?
They are, well, the ones that are marked with an X are dead, but the rest of these are not dead. No. So this one moves forward, and it's going to punch Fleegan.
Ooh, do I get a
Or
attack of
not.
opportunity?
Were you engaged with that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think they were
yes.
just seeing each other, actually.
Yes, you do. Ooh. Oh, yeah, well, I guess it didn't hit anyway, but it's dead. So, so
It steps away and dies.
it steps away, and Ken is like, ooh, slash, dead. Okay. Or stab. Stab, stab. Yeah, stab. Alright, so this one right here is going to try and punch Theros and miss. This one right here is going to turn around and punch Kenna.
I still have mage armor, so AC 20.
Yeah, bounce off of your mage armor. Alright. Okay, well, Kenna, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I shall stab this one.
Wait. Did you say mage armor lasts 6 weeks?
No, 8 hours.
but there was 6 weeks in between.
6 weeks and 8 hours. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, six, yeah.
It's time
It's
is
as if
relative.
it's as if we were in stasis for some time. No. Oh, 8 damage.
Yes.
Huh? Oh, that
Yeah,
kills
on
it.
this guy. Okay.
I guess that
Then-
explains why the ratlings didn't smell worse.
I will step here, and I will stab this one.
Reaction, and you do 7 damage to that one because you hit it. All right. Did you hit it? Yes, you hit it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's not dead. I'm not dead yet.
Good enough.
All right,
Oh,
Theros.
and because of my my blade dancer ability, I'll step away and it doesn't get to attack me.
I'll step in and I will Graxel.
Oh yeah.
Killing blow. Killing blow. All right. And with that, my friends, your fight is now over. So, let me re-describe this room for you. Stairs ascend into a large, long room with a rather high ceiling. It looks like it's a nice-looking room. Artistic details can be seen. There are doors in both the north and the south walls. The nearest door to you is this one up here. And it has a series of bars that shimmer in the dimness, and then further inspection of the area is impossible because of those things, but now you can inspect the area. So you see a door here, a door here, a door here, and a door here.
Okay,
Whoever
Can
reminds everyone
we
that
open
Mother
doors now,
Sylvenza-
please?
No. Mother Sylvenza did not say open doors. She said don't open doors, but look for a hidden item. Hidden.
Are these torches on the walls?
Those would hold torches, but they are not lit.
So we need to feel around and look in the stonework for something that would hide something.
I will cast Prestidigitation and light the torches one at a time.
Okay. Okay. Poof, poof,
Yay,
poof, poof. Okay.
cantrips.
Okay, so the room is now lit with light.
Gror side or steps to the side so that Kimber can enter the room and do magic as well.
I'm carrying the lighted stone. I collect that real fast.
Not sure Prestidigitation can create flame, but fine, we'll just make it work. For now,
It says you instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Well, there you go. Okay, never mind. Okay, you're right. I was thinking of something else. Okay, thank
All
you.
good? All good?
Yeah, all good.
So,
All good.
some of us could use some healing. Just saying.
Suck it up.
I'm dying over here. Just saying.
What? No.
All right,
we
I
don't
have
need
one.
spinach.
I have one cure wounds. I will use my last one.
While he's doing that, I'll search the bodies. What are these things? Were they
They're
human at
unlike-
one time?
They are unlike anything that you've seen before. Give me a nature check to see if you can, or a medicine check. Medicine check to see if you can tell if they were human at one time or not.
I'll help him if he helps.
Yeah, you can help him to decide
I'm
that.
a doctor.
But you
Didn't
look
help.
at these things and they're like nothing you've seen before. They're kind of monstrous and disfigured, and they seem to have the size and shape of a humanoid, but whether or not they were human at one time, and they don't smell like rot, like the undeads that you've dealt with before. So
Did they come in through these doors?
no, they were in the room. The room was just
Okay.
dark.
Just checking.
Hey guys, I'm going to have to bail for the night.
Okay. All right. I will take care of Fliegen then for the rest of the evening, and we'll see you soon.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, buddy.
Night.
I'm going to start searching the room for secret alcoves, hidden latches, secret doors, anything like that.
Okay.
As will I with all of my stone cunning.
Okay. All right. Well, then, of the two of you, whoever seems to have the better perception will get to roll with advantage.
I have a 6.
What's your perception? Probably not a +6.
It's
Oh,
not.
sorry, +4. I have a +4.
+4.
So it is
Okay.
not. It is not even a one that I use.
Okay.
Ah, got it.
All right.
It doesn't matter. I can do it.
So Gror and Kenna work together to search the room, and with a 19, you feel like if there were any secret doors or passages or alcoves or anything like that, you probably would have found them. You're somewhat intrigued by this space up here,
Yeah.
in that there's these shimmering bluish bars that kind of shimmer in the dim light, and then this door over here is, well, it's not so much a door as it is a wall, but you see, let me go find it here real quick. On the wall,
Something on a wall's probably hidden. That should count.
you see a circular device that's set about 4 feet up from the floor. It has an 8-pointed star in its center with 8 symbols arranged such that there is one for each point of the star. Above it are words written in the common tongue. And I'm going to show this to you, and then I will read it to you. It says, "The power you seek is not your own, and death shall be the seed you've sown. Gather your wits and mark the clue. First, turn a black point to moon of blue. Now, mark the point that lies opposed and turn that point right to touch the rose. And then seek the point that lies due west, reversed that point to the warg's sharp test. And now seek the point atop them all and turn that point left to death's stark call, and then mark the point that eyes in gold. Turn that point right to Sylvan's hold. Now, if you know you've passed the test, press the middle and know the rest. If true, the boon you seek shall be. If false, from life you shall be free."
Oh. So this thing turns.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the blue
The
moon,
first
then you
one's
go to the
easy.
sun,
Yeah.
then you go to the rose.
Yeah. So it's the blue moon. Then it says that lies opposed, which is the
The
sun.
sun.
Then it says
Then go to the rose. Turn
that
turn
point
it right,
to the rose. Yep.
and seek the point that lies due west.
Which again is the sun.
Is that west actually though? With my underground dwarven directional sense, it probably still isn't in this game.
The west is to the left.
So it'd be back to the sun. Reverse that point to the warg's sharp test.
Sharp test.
That's got to be the knife.
Yep.
And then seek the point atop them all. That would be
The blue rose again.
back to the rose. Then turn the point left to Death's Dark Call, which is the skull.
Yep.
Then mark the point that eyes in gold. So that would be then the one below the sun.
The sun. Yep.
Then turn that point right to Sylvan's old, but then right, so that's the sun, but I would assume
But
Sylvan
you have to go all the way
Sylvan's the tree.
around.
turn it all the way around.
True.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. If you know you passed the test, press the middle and you'll know the rest.
Okay.
Let's
so
do this one last so we can run
Okay.
out.
All right. So I got
Did
blue
you-
moon, sun, rose, sun, tooth, rose, skull, eye, tree.
Okay, so I still needed to give you more information too.
Oh,
before
okay,
you
go
get
ahead.
too wrapped up in the puzzle. So, you guys searching the bodies of the dead things. They wear filthy scraps. Between all of them, you're able to recover some coin purses, and I will put that information in the chat of the treasure that you loot from the bodies.
Ooh, it's not bad.
Hmm.
Silver key.
And there is what looks to be a keyhole in the wall right there.
Let's take that key. I'm going to open up that. I'm going to put it in and turn the key and see if we can get that to open.
Okay, so you take that key and stick it in the keyhole here.
Yep.
Okay. You turn it, and those as soon as you turn it, you see those shimmering blue bars dissipate with an obvious passageway towards the north into a little room beyond. I'll describe that one to you here. You can see all of that because there's actually a bit of a glow in that room. The room is unadorned save for a small circle of stone upon the floor, and the ceiling is rather low, and there are no other items of note within the room. A glow can be seen within the small circle of stones, and in but a matter of moments, and I'll show this to you, a creature of mist and smoke appears in the area above the stones. The apparition is silvery blue in color and has a large head and thin arms that ends in hands with long bony fingers. As it appears, it speaks in a whispering voice. Welcome to Estronok, children of Jinx. I am Zaiton Volanu, a lore keeper of sorts. I once served the lord of this place, but he is now estranged from me. I have been trapped here for a very long time. If I assist you, I would ask a boon in return. That you free me from my bondage. I shall do no harm to you or your kin, but will, in fact, aid you in your quest. Do you agree?
Insight?
Okay.
Do we know who the possible master is that he served? Or that recognize the name? Maybe history or religion?
Well, you recognize the name Estronok, and especially from the from the story of
Yeah, the
Lord
Estronok is the castle that we're in.
No, I mean
so the Lord.
The mist, the creature gave its name.
Zaiton Volanu.
Zaiton Volanu, yeah. Xytonvolonu. Zaiton Volanu. So the insight makes you feel as if it you don't feel like you're being deceived, but you don't necessarily have the confidence that it couldn't be saying words in ways that may trip you up. But I don't want you to focus on that either. I would just say it's even from that role, it's inconclusive. And If you're wanting to find out if you know much about that, go ahead and give me a religion check, Kimber. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's a nice roll. From your study in religion, you've actually not necessarily heard of the name, but you would have recognized this individual as an outsider, which is a servant of the gods. And in this case, this would be a neutral servant from the deific realm of neutrality, which is known as God.
Doug.
Naturulus. Yeah, Naturulus is the deific realm of neutrality. What do you do?
Let's start asking it some questions.
Question.
Why are you locked behind magical bars?
Held here as a servant to the former Lord Estronach. But over time, as I was in service for more noble reasons, something corrupted his mind. And over time, he turned and used a relic of power to bind me to this place and kept me in this place. And so therefore I cannot move from this location. The bars were not so much to keep me in as they were to protect those who may come into this chamber from releasing me, if able. But as it is a sad story of the Lord, what corrupted him.
What is it that corrupted him?
Well, there was a time where he seemed to have wanted to know more and have more power and more ability. So therefore, he apparently began to find a way to commune with some darker beings. But unbeknownst to him, that communion that he had worked against him, and it began to afflict his mind and change his attitude. And over time, he went mad with it, and he begged for release, and he was counseled by this dark, deep power that if he was to be sacrificed, he would be released from his torment. And so therefore, tragically, he convinced his servants to take him into the dungeons below, and at that point to sacrifice him to end his torment. But in fact, I tell you truth, it did not but make it eternal. So now he is doomed to an undeath in the dungeons below. He is now a creature not to be trifled with. And therefore, I have been lost to time, stuck and bound here. And I ask if you would help me and release me so that I may return to Naturalus to serve out eternity in the service of my God. I shall help you in obtaining that which you seek. Would you agree to this?
I think it seems a fair enough deal.
I'm inclined for it, but how does it know so much? How does it know that we're children of Jinx, and how does it
I
know
know.
what we're seeking?
I know
Well, it
many
says
things.
it's from a higher plane, yeah. Casey,
I
is
know.
there anything about like how high that lock was? You said 4 feet, which seems kind of weird. Or about how well made this room is that seems like at all to relate to dwarven construction? Is
Particular
that
room?
well? Yeah, this room and the door that we, the little spinning thing that we
The device, the star device
Yeah.
on the wall.
device, yeah.
Um,
Does it seem like that more than human size, or is it just human size for the most part? Is that well that's he's kind of like kept in, or the fire pit, whatever that is? Does that seem to be anything that relates to that?
you can go ahead and give me your little history check with your bonus
Yeah, it's
thing.
just after history. What was the bonus again?
+2.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It just says intelligence with history.
Before we
Pleasure.
figured out that dial, why do we even need his help? So really, we're just doing him a favor.
So there's history with a 20.
There you go, another one of those. Of course, because why not?
Right. I wouldn't.
So what you glean from all of that is this is well made, and it's very likely that this fortress was of dwarven make, especially this area, as well built as it is. Was the construction of the star point on the wall? It's not so much. It's more magical than it is mechanical. That you could tell. But it does indicate that it's some sort of device that likely does something with that wall. As far as the well goes, there's nothing really that you would know to indicate what it's used for, other than that's where this this being must reside.
So if we release you, do you immediately leave, or are you going to stay with us until we leave this place?
If you so choose to release me, you must gain the artifact that I will help you get access to, and then I ask that you would use that artifact, speaking words that I will tell you that will release me from my bondage, and then from that point, I will be able to return to my realm. I would not stay with you, but I will. I would give you.
You'll be
I
here
would give
until
you
after we get what we seek.
Gror asks if that artifact is hidden in the room.
It's hidden in the room.
Pointing to the second room where we were supposed to find a hidden artifact.
The artifact is beyond the device on the wall. Yes, it is.
What's behind the other doors?
Nothing of note. It is the resting place of the creatures that you have slain.
Bedrooms.
Okay. What are those creatures?
Those are Citids. Those are the remnants of servants and ministers of the Lord Estronach. And over time, they have gone mad and been corrupted and turned into monstrosities from the remnants of the magic that is seeping, or of the corruption and the evil that is below, in the depths below. And so over time, they have turned into these foul abominations, monstrosities, as it were.
And what is past the ruins on the collapsed hallway, farther out?
It goes deeper into the dungeons below, where all manner of evil and dangerous beings abide.
Who put that
including
stone there?
Lord Estronach. Those were put there by clerics of Wardain to ward against anybody passing beyond the location. so as to protect people from the evil, not only those who may travel, but the evil that is down below that may return into this world if set free. It is a ward both to keep those within and to keep those without.
What must we do to release you?
We have to have the artifact.
You must gain the artifact of which you seek, and then you may use the artifact, speaking words that I will tell you, and they will release me from my bond.
I will do so.
Okay.
I don't agree.
So we have one that agrees and one that disagrees.
It is a creature of neutrality, and it has sworn not to harm us or our kin.
There are
The
many
neutral
other
are
people
famous
on
for
this.
not harming people and for making chocolate. So
Many
I think
people in this
it's a
world
good risk.
that aren't in our troop that I wish it not harm also.
That's what he said. He said our
kin.
Yep.
Oh, I care
He
more
has-
about
He has,
everyone, not just our kin.
he has provided us information free.
And he has said that he will go back to the plane of neutrality.
Why did not those who set those wards up above release you?
They did not travel down into the depths to this point. They seem to have gone to that location and warded it off.
Very good. I say let's go get the artifact and we release this being. It has done nothing to harm us.
Agree.
I think we should have maybe word it better than just kin, possibly, Alhanatas or something.
Well, technically, all of the Hanatas are our kin.
But does he see it that way?
Most of them don't look like me, though, so I don't know.
Well, ask him. We can just simply say you will leave the blue veil and Hanatas alone. Is that correct?
That's
You will not harm Mother
Any of the
Savenza or anyone
Hanatas.
else?
I have no wish to harm your kin, and once you do this for me, then I may leave and return to that place of which I have been away for so long.
Excellent. Let's do this.
I don't have any spells. I can't use detect evil. Ah!
I did it. He's neutral. Don't worry.
We don't know that for sure.
Well, he is a neutral creature.
Or
I
at least
detected neutral.
he's showing himself to us as a neutral creature. I don't know.
Why? Why
He's
did the
blue.
Lord have a neutral advisor?
Why
That's
would you
very
have
odd.
anything else?
Just
I want to know why he punished him and put him down here.
Well, before his madness, the Lord was
Sought
quite
darker
amicable.
power.
The Lord was quite amicable before his madness. He was quite well known, and to serve him was a good thing to do. But once he devolved into madness, was when his desire was to hold me to this place.
I will not stop my brothers and sisters from freeing you.
What does the clue mean when it says to mark one of the symbols? Some say turn to this symbol, others say mark this symbol.
It is but a clue. I find no reason as to why a clue would be placed upon the wall. It is very odd to me that would be done, but it is there. And with that, if you so choose to release me, I will tell you exactly where you place the points so that you may gain access to the chamber beyond.
Please do.
So, you will release me then?
I will, yes.
I will hold you to your word. If you choose to betray your word in this way, trust me when I say that it will be the last decision all of you will ever have made.
Understood.
And you just get this, back to your insight, and actually all of you, you just get this sense when he says that he speaks truth, that he has the ability to completely mop the floor with all of you if you were to cross him.
But we can put him behind bars. I'm just kidding.
I guess that means he could kill us all if we don't free him.
Yeah.
So we really don't have a choice then.
So, all right, you choose to honor your word.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys are able to come over to here, and you have that device upon the wall, and he instructs you that you move the black point to the right or left, whichever direction you want, to the blue moon, and then you move it right to the green tree, and then you move it left, or well, not the black point. You basically, it's how you're turning the thing, and then you move left to the red star, and then right to the purple rose, and then right to the gray skull. And then you press it in, and when you do...
That is different.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
different. It's a
completely-
different thing than that. Yeah. Good thing we did ask him.
Yeah.
Or it's a different artifact.
You said the artifact that we seek.
All right. Following your pressing of the central area of the star device, a deep grinding sound can be heard as the thick stone wall slides open beyond is a small stone-walled room with a pedestal standing upon the floor. I suppose I could show you a picture of that. There you go, is your picture. Atop the pedestal is a circular amulet that appears to be made of silver. It glows slightly in the darkness, and as far as you can tell, there is nothing else in this room.
All right. This seems to be my seems that I get to do all of the puzzles and grabbing of things from the puzzles. So I will
Maybe
go
we
ahead
should
and-
have Fleegan check for traps or something too.
yeah,
Okay.
that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay, you have Fleegan check for traps.
Just in case you get hit with a giant pendulum or something. You know?
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah. I'd rather not. So yeah.
That is right there. Fleegan goes to check for traps, and he trips over himself, knocks his head on the floor, and passes out.
I will slowly hand him back out of the room to Quimber.
All right, I'll walk in and grab the amulet.
Okay. You find this, which is the item that Mother Salvenza has asked you to recover for your patrons.
Amulet of Zen.
The Amulet of
It
Zen.
looks like something gypsies should not mess with, but would.
All right. What do you do with the amulet?
I'll grab it with my meat hooks and walk out.
And walk where?
And walk back out to the Misty, what's his face?
Full and true. Xylon. The Xylon.
Zyton.
Zyton.
Volan.
Zyton Volan, true. Yes. These long words I trip over. All right.
I will.
Yes.
If you don't mind, Theros, I'm a little more magically inclined. Maybe I should do the ritual to release him.
I'll drop it into her hands.
Okay. So you hand it to Kenna, and
We
then
wouldn't
Kenna, what
want
do you
you to-
do with it?
Misspeak the words. I will step into the room and say, "What do I do to release you?"
Chosen wisely, child of Jinx. You must come and touch this well with the star and speak these words.
No coughing while trying to speak.
Mavatam de Benetix Fessium
Fessim
Essenfrad.
Essenfrad. Okay, I will step forward and touch the amulet to the.
Just before you do that, we are going
Yep.
to end up with this amulet. You're not going to take the amulet. Do we clarify that?
I have no use for the amulet.
Right.
Or I have no use for the relic.
Very well. All right. I was just thinking to myself, I don't think we clarified that.
Okay, set it down. Touch it. Mavatam de Benetix Fessim Essenfrad.
No, as in Freud. No. Ah!
Oh!
No.
Well, I
No,
didn't
wait.
say all of them exactly.
I thought that's why you were doing it instead of Theros, though.
You see him. You see him throw his head back and say, "Ah." My friends, I thank you. It has been some time that I have languished in this place. But it is time that I finally return to that place of which I belong. You have done a good thing this day, and you shall be rewarded for that. And as such, I give you all health and longevity as a blessing in your life. May you all seek that which Jinx has set you upon with energy and skill. May Kismia bless you with the luck and overcoming of chance that will make you heroes of your realm. And he holds his hands out, and you all regain, if you need, 7 hit points as you feel a wash of healing energy come over all of you. And he says, I bid you well, as he dissipates into nothingness at this point. As it returns to his realm, so congratulations, you returned him to his realm.
Oh.
And hopefully that was actually the realm of neutrality and not something worse. So.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever come up again, so yeah, it was not a ruse, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah, they're making 2
The
more
fact he didn't
chapters.
eat our faces, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That he didn't eat our faces is a good sign.
yeah, that's usually a good one.
Yeah, but
Even Fleegans. He didn't even eat Fleegan. I mean,
so you guys have obtained the item of which you came into the ruins of Astronaut to retrieve. Therefore, you have succeeded to this point, but we are unfortunately out of time for the evening. So this is where we must end before our next session. So I ask you, as always, did you all have fun this evening?
Yes.
Yes.
That was well worth the wait, and I was excited for it. Some interesting rooms, and how about that artwork? My gosh, I love the art in this dungeon. It's just incredible.
Yeah,
So
it's awesome.
but the big nasty fish that try to eat you and these other things is quite fun. So
By the way,
well-
I looked it up. Gar are edible, but their eggs are toxic.
No.
So that's a lot of good fish meat there. Sure, yeah, might as well. So any questions before we wrap up for the evening?
That'll be it. I don't have anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it was a fun evening. Appreciate the enjoyment of it. I was glad that we were able to get a session in because even though I was tired going in, I'm quite energized now and excited that we did it, and quite looking forward to the next step. So with that, as far as our viewers go, hope you enjoyed this. We hope that your minds were opened by wonder, and we give you a blessing of saying, may all your adventures be sticky.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Stickier
Thank
the
you,
better.
and good night.